thank you so much for joining me in this video. Welcome back, and if you are new here, welcome. My name is Quynh. I also go by QP, and on my channel I make fashion, beauty, and lifestyle videos. So in this video, I'm super excited because I'm going to be doing an unboxing, review, and comparison for the Manolo Blahnik Hangisi Crystal Buckle Pumps. These have been my dream shoes ever since Sex and the City came out. And I remember seeing Manolo Blahnik's being mentioned in Sex and the City over and over and over again. And I just absolutely love how classic these shoes are. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into this video and talk about these beautiful, beautiful shoes. These are the almond-toed satin pumps with their signature crystal buckle. These are all handmade in Italy, so the quality is phenomenal. As I mentioned, these were popularized by the Sex and the City show and movie. And for me, I particularly remember the scene with the blue Hangisis where Big proposed to Carrie for the second time using these shoes, and ever since then I just always think about Sex and the City every single time I see a pair of Manolo Blahnik Hangisis. I personally think these are such iconic shoes, and they're forever going to be embedded in fashion history. So from my understanding, Manolo Blahnik has been designing shoes for over 40 years. He has very eccentric taste, and I feel like this is what sets his shoes apart from other designers. I love that he mentions in many interviews that he doesn't try to follow fashion trends. Personally, for me, I love that Manolos are such statement pieces, and so you can wear them with neutral outfits and they really just takes the outfit up to another level, and I just think that that is beautiful. So you're wearing it almost like a piece of art, like a piece of jewelry rather than just shoes. And I don't know, I find that really exciting, and it's just, I mean, look at these. How do you not love these? All right, so that brings me to why I bought these shoes. Now, as I mentioned before, these shoes are on my list of dream shoes that I eventually want to have in my collection. Of course, they are very, very expensive, and these are probably the most I've ever spent on shoes. I'm justifying that because I have a wedding coming up, and unlike wedding dresses where you can only wear once, in my case, it'll be twice because we're having a small elopement ceremony with just the two of us, and then we're also having a reception sometime next year. With shoes, these are cheaper than my dress, but I'm going to be able to wear these over and over and over again. And each time I wear these shoes with an outfit, I'm going to be reminded of those memories of the most important day in my life, or at least one of the most important days in my life. And I honestly think that that is completely worth it and worth justifying the price of these shoes. Another thing I want to mention is with a signature style like the Hangisis, these are going to go up in value with every single year. These, I think, you know, years ago started around like 600 or so, and now they're selling for $1,000. In my case, I was very, very lucky because when I was thinking about what shoes I wanted to wear with my wedding dress, I was trying to decide between the Manolo Blahnik Hangisis or the Valentino shoes. And these just happened to pop up on my newsfeed, and they were price matched at $200 off the original price. And when I saw that, I literally jumped because both shoes that I was looking at were around $1,000, and with this being $200 off, it would have saved me so much money. So I kind of looked at it as like a sign that these were meant to be. I couldn't decide between the blue or the black, so I went ahead and just got both to see which looked better with my dress, because I know sometimes on the internet colors might come off a little bit different. I knew going into wedding planning that I didn't want a pair of white shoes. I just don't think that they're very practical unless they're leather, but then, you know, I didn't really envision myself having white leather shoes for my wedding, and any other white shoes I feel would not really have as much wear, whereas a pair like these, you're going to be able to wear with so many different outfits and so many different occasions, whether it's dressed up or dressed down. So I love that, and that's why I decided to purchase these. When I bought these, I thought that they were the exact same shoes because they were the same price, and when I looked at the specifications, they looked identical. I got the black one in a 4.5, and on the website it says that these shoes run small, so they recommend sizing up. I waited a little bit before I ordered the blue ones, and by the time I did, they ran out of the 4.5 size I wanted, and so I ordered these in a 5, thinking that maybe they'll work in a 5 because the website does say that, you know, they run small. So I'm really glad I did, because that way I can kind of give you guys a comparison of how the sizes fit. And then also when these shoes showed up, they were different heights. So the blue ones are 105 millimeters, and then the black ones were supposed to be 105 millimeters. I could have sworn that's what it said online when I ordered these. However, they showed up, and as you guys can see, they are a lot shorter. So this now on the listing, it says it's 3-inch heels, and so it should be 76 millimeters. When I went on to Manolo Blahnik's website, they only have like a 70 millimeter, and then the box on this says 90 millimeters. So I'm really confused on what size this is, but it is a 3-inch heel. So I'm guessing it is like a 76 millimeter if that's what Nordstrom has on the website. So I want to just give you guys a comparison of the heel heights and sizes in case you are kind of in between which one you want. As you guys can see, the black ones with the 3-inch heels are a lot shorter than the 4-inch heels on the blue ones. Personally, for me, I really like the height of the 105 millimeters. I think this is the perfect height. It's not too high where it's gonna be super hard to walk in. I know their 115 millimeter height is actually very, very popular, and they get sold out like very easily, and even on their website, they're like completely sold out. I honestly don't think the 115 millimeter heels are necessary because this is a really, really nice, beautiful height. Whereas the 3-inch heels are just a little bit too short. They're a lot more comfortable to walk in. So these would be really great if you're gonna be walking around a lot, but not if you want like the added height and stuff, which I really like. These shoes for me, because they are made of partly silk, I don't envision on wearing like very often. They're gonna definitely be special occasion shoes. So I feel like because of that, I'm okay with going a little bit higher with the 105 millimeter heel. All right, next let's talk about the sizing for these shoes, because I know there is a lot of conflicting information online, and I figured since I have the opportunity to have 2 of these shoes that vary half a size, I could chime in on this debate. So the black pair that I got are a 4.5, and the blue pair is a 5. So this is a 34.5 and a 35. I normally wear anywhere between a 4.5 and 5, depending on what type of shoe and what brand. Normally for pumps, I'll size down to 34.5 because they do stretch out over time. However, I noticed that the black ones definitely are pretty snug on the feet, and I feel like if I were to wear this for the first time, it's going to hurt. Whereas the blue ones, they are slightly big on me, but they are super, super comfortable. And since these shoes are shoes that I'm not going to be wearing regularly, they're going to definitely be special occasion shoes, I would rather buy a pair that's more comfortable since I'm not gonna be wearing them a bunch and they're not gonna stretch out as much. So for reference, I think the Manolo Blahnik sizing is very similar to Louboutins. So this is a pair of Louboutins I've had for years. I don't wear it very often, but I feel like the 2 sizing are very, very similar. Both are slightly too big for me. And this is a 35 and this is a 35. So if anything, I would say that these shoes are more true to size than a half size too big. So personally for me, I think that I'm in between a 4.5 and 5, or 34.5 and 35. But if you are like a true 5 or 35, I wouldn't go up to a 35.5. They might be slightly smaller than like the standard sizing, but not by a whole half size. So I would say if you do get these, definitely stay true to size unless you like your shoes a little bit bigger. So yeah, that is pretty much my take on it. I hope that's helpful. I know it's really hard to order shoes online since every single brand has different sizing pretty much, and your shoe size really depends on the type of brand you are buying. The last thing I want to talk about, because I forgot about it, are the crystals on this shoe. Now, I've heard online in other YouTube videos that the crystals on these shoes are so much prettier in person than on camera, and I didn't believe it until I got these shoes, and oh my goodness, you guys, like, they weren't lying. These crystals are just stunning. When you open the box for the first time and you see these shoes, It is honestly like the clouds part and like you hear like angels singing because it is that beautiful. It's super shiny, it's super just mesmerizing, and honestly I just think that these shoes are a piece of art. You know, if you can afford it, I definitely think that they're worth it. So between the black and the blue pair for my wedding day, I decided to keep the blue pair of Manolo Blahnik Hangisis. I think that this is absolutely stunning. I love the black one, but because I have so many other black shoes, I think the blue just is definitely going to stand out. I love that it is something new and something blue for my wedding, especially since we are just getting married, just the two of us. So it's less traditional already, and so I wanted something a little bit more traditional for my wedding dress and my wedding outfit. And these are just such a stunning blue color that I think I can wear this so many times with so many different outfits after the wedding and just really take me back to that special day. All right, so that is pretty much it for this video. I'm sorry I kind of rambled on a little bit, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you found this helpful. I know that there are a lot of conflicting information online regarding Manolo Blahnik Hangisi shoes. There are a lot of different sizing, there are a lot of different heel heights, and so hopefully this video kind of helps give you a better idea of how their shoes and sizing work and help you make a better buying decision. Please let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Give this video a like if you guys enjoyed it. And if you haven't done so already, be sure to click on the subscribe button right there and hit that bell notification so you can see more videos like this. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!